Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how to use a tool called Laravel Valet. Laravel Valet is a tool that you can run on your local machine that allows you to spin up web servers pretty quickly. Where typically in the past the way you would do it is you would either run MAMP or you would run maybe a Vagrant or Docker or even just like a Python local server or PHP, just a quick PHP server, those kinds of things. And what you ultimately end up having to do is if you want to map a domain name to that IP address, whether it's your local host IP address or even a Vagrant or Docker IP address, you have to go into your Etsy host file every single time and map that domain name to whatever that IP address is. Well, Valet allows you to just get rid of all of those steps. Once you have Valet installed, you can just create a folder, and whatever the name of the folder is will be the domain name automatically set up for you. So if I have a folder called hello, that means I now instantly have a web app with a URL or domain of hello.dev, and that's the default, so that you get a .dev domain. Now there are some ways to configure that. You can change that if you want, but that is the default. So Valet is created by a framework called Laravel, well, Laravel, the Laravel framework, PHP framework. So, but you're not required to use it. It's not just for Laravel applications. You can write any kind of web application using this setup. I think it's only for PHP though. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't tested anything else out in it. So, so here I'm in this Valet folder. We're going to assume that I've already installed Valet, and I did. So the instructions I'll have in the description. I'll have a link to the Valet documentation page. It's very easy to get started and getting it installed. So I've already done all that. I'm not going to go through the steps in getting it installed. But so here I'm going to quickly just show you. I'm going to make a directory called, let's call it hello world. And then I'm going to cd into hello world. And then I'm just going to make a quick file, index.php file. And then I'm going to say php info, that. Now if I open up my browser and run type in hello world.dev, you can see instantly I have a little web server running that shows me my PHP page, my PHP info page. So that's pretty cool. Now sometimes when I'm working with web apps, I also need subdomains. So this assumes there is no subdomain. I mean, you could technically you could create another folder here, and you can say make dir www, or let's say it's I don't know. Yeah, this is www hello dash world. You can make a directory like that, but then you'd have to copy files over and stuff like that if you wanted your subdomain to point to the same exact application. There's a simple way to do that. You just use symlinks. So if I say ln -s and I want hello world to be mapped to, and then we'll just say something. We'll just call it something. Gosh, I can't type. Dot hello world. Now I have a directory here, a symlink folder pointing to my hello world folder. So now I should be able to go back to the browser and type in something.helloworld.dev. So, and that works. That's it. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a very quick and easy tip for you. Again, down in the description, I'll have a link to the Laravel Valet instructions. Very easy to install, I promise. Thanks a lot.